It's time now for KHVN's Angel of the Day. It's the Gentleman's Society.
My name is Dwayne Washington, and I'm with the Gentlemen's Society program.
All right. Well, Dwayne, why don't you go ahead and talk to us about that? Good to see you're still continuing that program, my brother. Just talk to us about that.
Sure. It's a program where we take young men between 8 and 18, and we train them how to become gentlemen. So we do that through a series of 23 different courses that they go through. Everything from speech and communication, anger management, behavior modification, how to treat a lady. They have a course on dressing for the occasion, where they learn the difference between black tie, white tie, business casual, entrepreneurship, you name it. Pretty much anything that you would teach your son before he's 18, we probably have a course.
Yes. Some of those courses, Dwayne.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Can you just kind of name some of those courses? Sounds like you got a lot to offer.
Sure, yeah. Like I said, we've got one on interviewing, teaching the kids how to interview. They actually go through a series of mock interviews after they learn what to do prior to the interview, what to do during an interview, and what to do after an interview. That's worked out great. As a matter of fact, I remember some years back, we got a call from Walmart. They had interviewed one of our teams, and after they interviewed them, they actually requested their management come over and interview the guy as well, because they're like, there's just no way this guy just, kind of learned it on his own. And they gave us a call, and it's like, hey, because they asked him, where did he learn that from? He told them Gentlemen's Society. Like I said, we have an entrepreneurship course. They actually have to start a business. All of them start businesses, whether it's a big business or a small business, whether it's just cutting yards, selling candy, or creating a product. They actually go through the process of how do you take an idea to fruition to actually making money with it. And it is a real business. And so, whether they make $20 or, $2,000, whatever it is, but they actually start one and begin to make some revenue. We have a philanthropy course that teaches them how to live a life of philanthropy. So we teach them how to make money. We teach them how to give it away. They have a money management course that actually teaches them how to manage that. We have anger management, behavior modification, teaching them how to act as a gentleman. Like I said, this is a bunch of different courses that are really just built off of each other, teaching them how to speak. There's an ongoing study of the dictionary as well, teaching them exactly what they should learn from an English perspective. Currently, all of our programs are in English. However, we are looking at having them translated. We started right here in Fort Worth, but now we're training life consultants across the globe in 23 states here in America and 6 countries across the world. So it grew a little bit, so we're excited about that, and we still want to grow a lot more. We're not anywhere close to where we want to be. Matter of fact, we're starting some new sites here in the Metroplex this month. So if people are interested, they can definitely give us a call or shoot us an email or go to the website, gentlemensociety.org, GentlemenSociety.org. There's no cost for the kids, so we would love to have them involved. The only qualification is that they be a male between the ages of 8 and 18. That's about it.
And Dwayne, your phone number, and why is there a need for a program like this, and what do you hope for in the future?
What we hope for in the future is real simple. I mean, we have an organization called Gentlemen's Society, and we're trying to create a society of gentlemen. It's not hard to figure out why it's needed. We can just turn on the news. And we've actually begun to do this a lot. If you turn on the news and you watch, and these days we don't call it news. It's really just bad news, And from one story to the next, you will find that the majority of the tragic stories that are actually caused by somebody, the majority of them are caused by an out of control male. And if you look at it, a lot of the problems in society are caused by an out-of-control male. When we have males that are in control, that are gentlemen, a lot of the issues that we're having will go away. Even some of those that seem like they're not related, for example, our country is in a lot of debt right now. Well, if we have a society of gentlemen that are debt-free, that know how to manage money, and that is the makeup of our society, well, we won't have people that those same gentlemen will be elected to as officials, and because they had a mentality of debt-free, it would go against what they truly believe in to get a country or a city even in debt. And so right now we have effectively we have officials that reflect our household. So most households have a lot of debt. I believe that I don't want to be quoted here, but the household debt, the average consumer debt, is somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000 per household. And when you look at the median income of households in America being somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000, you'll see that people are actually spending a lot more than they should from a debt perspective. Well, if we had a society of people who didn't believe in debt at all and didn't have that when they got elected as mayors or as city councilmen or as governors, they would bring their own personal beliefs in as well. If you have people that value our elderly and value our women and value our children, then you would probably have some different programs come down the pike when it comes to education, when it comes to caring for our elderly. And so what we're trying to do is basically that, create a society of gentlemen. And once again, once you see men stand up and men do the right thing, a lot of the issues that we're having, you'll see them just literally go away just because of the mentality of the men here in this, not only in this country, but around the world, because people are suffering the same thing. It's really an attack on men, yes. Whether it's here in the United States, where it's believed, we've been in small little villages in third world countries, and the same thing is happening. And it's more apparent there because when the attack is on the man there, because it's such a closed-knit community, you see the damage right away. But it goes all the way across the pond, from London, England to New Zealand. They're suffering the same issue there. In their isolation and a lot of hopelessness there, and they have one of the highest youth suicide rates in the world. And so we want to just really effectively reach and create good men, gentlemen, all over the world.
And Dwayne, phone number, how can people reach you?
817-500-3492. Once again, that's 817-500-3492. They can just call me directly, 817-500-3492, or info@gentlemensociety.org. info@gentlemensociety.org.
All righty.